everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and today we are talking top faves. I have a lot of these like top 5 or top 10 planner lists coming out for 2022. I'm hoping that these will help you guys pick out some planners for 2023 since it is planner launch season and 2023 is going to be here before you know it. I was totally inspired to make these videos this year because of Amanda's Favorites channel. I absolutely love her. She's the planner queen and I definitely recommend checking her out. I will link her down below. She walks through and reviews planners really thoroughly and I love watching her reviews, and she does these top lists every end of year, and I thought I would do the same thing. I love seeing her list and I have my own list to talk about, so I wanted to put this video together, but I wanted to make sure I gave her credit for my inspiration because she totally inspired me to make these top videos. So today we are talking top weekly planners. These are planners that have a weekly layout. I will also have a top dailies planners coming out very soon, among other planner and specialty notebook type top faves videos. So this is top weekly planners for 2022. A lot of these companies I've already seen what they're coming out with for 2023 and they're very similar, if not the same. So for number one, my absolute number one spot, you guys will not be surprised by this, it is the Erin Condren Compact Vertical. It's my favorite, it's the MVP. I have used this since part of June and this one goes through 2023. So I just picked a month in here to be June for me. I think it was like November, possibly. Yeah, so there's like writing in here for November because I just repurposed some of the days, but I love this planner. I think the A5 size is perfect for this kind of grid style planner, and you guys know how much I love the Erin Condren paper and I really like their planners. And this one I happened to upgrade to the rose gold coil like for the first time ever, and I love the coil. I will be using this coil once I am done with this planner, but this has been my top fave. I started using it in June and I have not stopped using this weekly planner since then, and now we're a few days into November. So I have used this thing for months and months and I have not stuck with a planner all year until this one. So I just don't see myself giving this one up anytime soon. I just love it. This happens to be the In Bloom pattern, but you can get this in the colorful or the harmony, whatever color scheme that you want. I just love that the flowers are on every week, but this is my MVP. I love this one. It is my absolute number one as far as weekly planner. It just is a perfect size for a to-do list. And let's see, I'll go back to November and show you guys what I've been doing. And I've been doing the same thing pretty much. I have been highlighting the first 2 lines, and then that is my like to-do list stuff. And then I have a dot list or just a random messy checklist for my to-do. So all the appointments and things go up here, my to-do list down here, and it's just like the perfect size. It's not for goal setting or anything extra. Sometimes I'll do like note taking in the little extra box here because there's 7 days and there's 8 boxes. So this one's just like a notes section. But for the most part, I just use this as like my messy jot down to-do list and then remembering my timed things up at the top. So that's what I do. And I've done the same thing every time. I just highlighted those top 2 bars. And yeah, it's my number one. Love it, love it, love it. And I will be sad to put this one aside and test out all the other ones that I have planned for 2023. But there is my absolute number one. Now the rest of them are not in any particular order. I've got 4 more to share with you guys and then a couple of honorable mentions as well. But my next fave, and I have been using this one all year as well, it's the Makselife. And the reason I love the Makselife so much is because it's the goal setting pages on a weekly basis. So if you've seen any of my actual Makselife videos, you will have already seen this. We're gonna hop to the end of the year. So the pages are blank in here, but the great thing about this one is you get places for yearly and monthly goals, but then you also get a weekly goals page. So you have your you know, your regular weekly layout. They offer 2, which I'll show you the other one in a second. That page is great and all, but for the magic of the Makselife, it's this. It's a reflections page. You can answer some of the reflection questions or use this as note paper every week. And then you also have the weekly action pages where it breaks down all of your goals into 8 color-coded categories. First of all, I love the colors. They're like rainbow order and they're beautiful. I love the category names. I have used this all year long and I really like it. I decided early on I didn't like the vertical. I'm team horizontal for 2023, but I have been using these pages and these pages consistently every week, just in conjunction with a new weekly, which happens to be the compact vertical, which I'm raving about. But I love this planner. I love that the goal setting is right up there with the other. And I did end up purchasing this one for 2023 as well. And this time I got horizontal. So I plan on using this one a lot more. Here's the horizontal layout. So this is my 2023 planner that I intend on incorporating in. I will still be using the goal setting pages, but now I'm hoping to incorporate in the actual weekly pages more. I started using it in the beginning and found out really quick. I just decided early on this year that I just don't like the skinny columns anymore, so I am team horizontal moving forward, and I'm excited to actually have this one for 2023 so I can combine like my weekly day-to-day stuff with my goal setting pages as well. So that way it's all in one book. And of course, you guys know I'm going to try out lots of different planners for 2023, but that's the weekly page that you get. And so I'm hoping to use this one pretty thoroughly for next year. But the Makselife is a great option if you want to have your goal setting in with your planner as well. So that was a great one I found in 2022 and have loved. And I feel like this video is basically like an Erin Condren fan video because the other layouts I have to show are also Erin Condren options. These are my top faves for 2022. I have been using this horizontal A5. Let's see, we're going further in again because I've used this one every day. So this is what this one looks like. It's a horizontal A5 and I really like it. It's actually been my fitness planner all year, so it's definitely a top fave. I've considered using the same exact format for 2023 as far as my fitness. It's just the perfect size to write in everything. I write mileage, I add some stickers to it. I'll show you guys like a done up page. So here's a page, like for example, I add in a little bit of stickers here and there. This happened to be Pelafondo, so I did a ton of writing that weekend, but overall, like I just write in my mileages for the day, my classes for the day. I didn't have some of these weeks decorated. For the most part, I've been decorating it, adding in decorations, Peloton stickers that I get from the Peloton apparel orders. But that's what I do. I just add in my mileage, write down all my rides, and I will do this for 2023 as well. I just don't know what planner I will use for it, but this is a top planner for me. I've loved using this one, and it has just enough space for all my stuff, and I can add in some stickers as well. So the A5 horizontal, again, comes in different patterns. This happens to be last year's pattern, which was called Flora, but they have a very similar floral one this year called In Bloom, but again, it comes in, you know, all the Erin Condren patterns and colors and things, also in the neutrals. But yeah, it's just such a good size. It's a perfect little fitness planner for me, and I've used it all year long. I plan on continuing and using this one all year until the end of the year. And then the next top fave is actually another Erin Condren. This happens to be one that I feel like would be a great one for somebody who likes a lot of color in their planner. I've been using this one actually for journaling a little bit. I ended up pulling out all of the 2022 pages and franken-planning that into another planner, but these are all of the 2023 pages starting in January. I just happened to pull all the other ones out. So this one's completely unused right now because I pulled those pages out, but I just love the color scheme of this. You get lots and lots of colors, so if you don't want to do a whole lot of stickering or anything additional, you could totally use this one with a black pen and it's still really pretty and colorful. I just really like the way this one looks. You get the colored in box, the lines, all of it's just really pretty. And I think it's a great option, so I put it in my top list. And I happen to really also like their vegan leather covers. They're nice and thin and flexible, and they're really nice. These ones are not interchangeable like all the other ones. These laminated ones are interchangeable. They just pop on and off really easily, although I'm not good at popping them back on, but they just pop on and off really easily. Whereas this vegan one, you're stuck with it unless you want to take it off, or you want a Franken planner, which means you like take it off the coil and then stick it back on the coil. But it's a really nice option. They've got quite a few of these vegan leather ones and I really like them. I will definitely be getting more of them, but look at that one. It's got the rose gold foiling on it, which is really pretty. So that is definitely one of my top faves, is that horizontal in the 7x9 size if you need a little more room. And then going along the same theme, my last of my top 5 planners is another Erin Condren. This one just happens to have a Yoda cover on it, but it is one of the focus planners, and I ended up really liking this layout. It's an academic one, and I think this one's so nice because it divides each day into different columns. So you have a skinnier column, a wider one, and then a little to-do list already built in. So I thought this one was a great one. Again, like if you don't want to sticker the heck out of something and you just want to add like colorful pins and highlighters, this is a perfect one for that. You don't have to add stickers to this one. I know a lot of people repurpose like the bare bones looking layouts, but this one's already done for you. It even has like a blank place and a to-do list place even on the weekend pages. So this one happens to be an academic year planner, so it did start in August. You can see that, but it's just such a nice option. So I wanted to include that one in my top 5 list because it's such a great one. It's already like ready, made, sketched out. You don't have to draw your own lines or your to-do list boxes. It's already done up for you. It's just such a nice one. So that is my top 5 list. I happen to have 6 planners here because of having 2 of the flagships to show you guys, but yeah, I love it. Erin Condren swept this one for me this year in this category because their weeklies just are so nice. So there is all of my weekly goodness to share. I have a few honorable mentions. They're ones, actually one of them was in my regrets video, if you saw my regrets for 2022, but it's a great, great layout that I think other people will really appreciate. So it is in my honorable mentions. So here is my honorable mentions stack. We'll talk about these ones real quick. I've got a couple of plum paper planner ones in here, and one of them is the same kind of grid style layout as the compact vertical. So I've got the same kind of grid style thing from Plum Paper Planner, but it is in the 7x9. So I will end up getting an A5 size of this at some point because I love the A5 size. You can see the difference. It's a little bit different. They already have the 2 boxes highlighted, which I really, really like from the Plum Paper Planner. So it's another great, great option. It's an honorable mention because I just happen to personally have the size that's bigger. It's the 7x9 and I prefer the A5 size, but I definitely plan on repurposing these and using them somewhat as well. This happens to be Franken-planned in with a bunch of other randomness in here, but there's what it looks like as far as the layout of these pages. You can see it right there. And then I added the title here, it just says to-do list. But I love Plum Paper Planner. They're super customizable. You get to pick your titles for things. This one happens to only have one little spot, but some of their layouts have lots and lots of spots for customizability. And you get to pick your start month. You get to pick what color scheme you want. They've got 3 different color schemes, and one of them happens to be a neutral color scheme, which is nice. These tabs happen to be Erin Condren tabs that I have on here. Their tabs are also really nice. I just happen to shove a bunch of stuff in this Franken-planned book that I made, but I really, really like this one. It's a great option, great honorable mention. There is also one other Plum Paper Planner layout that I used really consistently for a while. I don't have it right now. I ended up, I think, taking it apart, so I couldn't actually find the layout to share with you guys, but I'll pop it up on the screen for you. It is called the priorities layout, and it makes the columns a little bit bigger for Monday through Friday because of how they do the weekend side, but it is an honorable mention for me because it's such a nice layout, and you also get to pick all your titles for it. So again, pick your start days, your color scheme that you want, and it's a really nice Plum Paper Planner option, just like this is a great option. Now, if you are a disc planner, I've got 2 Inkwell Press pages that I want to talk about. I have, these from a long time ago. This, I don't even know what year this was. I think it's like 2018 or 2019, but this is a great weekly layout. They have a few different colors that they rotate through for these weekly pages. You can see weekly pages. I really like their horizontal layout, and Inkwell Press has such good paper. It's so nice. It is disc punched, you can see. So you have to use a disc system with the Inkwell Press pages. They're just such nice paper, nice aesthetically pleasing layout. It has been different over the years. They tweak like the fonts and the color schemes a little bit here and there, but overall it's the same, from year to year. This is their basic horizontal layout with the 3 boxes on the side, and it's really a nice layout, which is why I'm putting it in the honorable mentions. And if you don't need this much room for things, they also have a weekly Kickstart page, which is also a really nice option. Again, same great paper, and I happen to love anything that's aqua and teal, so this really just resonates with me. I've been using this as a content planner, so I'll write my to-do list things for my YouTube channels over here. If I have something that's like a priority thing, I put it up in the top 5 spot, and then I put my content on here so I know what's got to go up on either one of my channels, and I really like this page. I've been using this notebook. They also have a really nice daily page, which will be in my top dailies video, but this is an honorable mention because it is such a nice little weekly spread. You see everything on one page, which I really like. So if you don't have a whole lot to plan on a day-to-day basis, but maybe you have a really long running weekly to-do list, this page might be a really good option for you. I really, really like that one. So again, honorable mention. Oh, there's the daily page. You can sneak peek at that one. And then the last honorable mention I have is actually one that I put in my regrets video as well. It's the Spaces Planner. I find this one to be a really, really unique layout, but I put it in my regrets because I never ended up testing it out and using it. But this one is, again, if you don't have a whole lot going on from a day-to-day basis, but you have lots of to-do list things that have to get done sometime throughout the week, this is a great option as well. So I wanted to just real quick include it as an honorable mention. I will be using this and testing it out for 2023 and giving a more in-depth view of it, but I just really like this layout. So unique and different from lots of things you see out there, and their paper happens to be really good as well. So this is a nice option if you are looking for something that's a little bit different and unique. So I wanted to make sure I included it in this video. There you go. There's lots of honorable mentions for you guys. There's lots of actual top faves planners for you guys. I got my whole giant stack here to share with you guys. There is the whole giant list. I will have links down below. Some of them are affiliate links, so I do get a little bit of credit if you purchase through my links. I would really appreciate it if you use my links if you're shopping for any of these planners. It just helps me keep this channel flowing with planners. I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what your top planner or planners, if you have multiple planners, let me know what your top one or few are. I would love to know what's on your top list. That is it for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow me along for more planner goodness, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.